Howdy folks, Timber Drifter here. Up in my fire tower for the first time in a few days. And it has really gotten green. The forest is starting to show up. It's not just dead looking spindly branches waving in the wind anymore, it's green trees. Which means fire season will soon be over. It hasn't been a very good fire season. Or perhaps it has because we haven't had any big fires. But I haven't had too many days in the tower. Yeah, look at this. Isn't this just a beautiful landscape? You can see down here behind me now, that's a whole lot of aspen, and there's some maple and a few oaks down there. But the lighter colored stuff up this way, that's white pretty much, that's aspen that hasn't leafed out yet. This is the same thing over here that has. So, yeah, it's just beautiful. Really a gorgeous day. So, I am smoking some McBaron Mixture Scottish Blend, about halfway through the smoke. Starting to get a little warm, so taper off here. It's a nice peppery smoke. I have to remember not to puff on it very hard. You get that real clean tobacco taste if you just lightly puff away at this tobacco. I don't get any tongue bite from it. And it does start to get a little hot down past the middle of the bowl, but just puff slowly and it will be fine. Just look at that. Look at all that green over there. Isn't that something? Here I've got I don't know if you can see that. That's a turkey vulture flying out there. I don't know if I got that or not. I couldn't see the screen when I was pointing it at it, but hopefully it's there. If not, you folks got to look at a cloudy sky for a few seconds. No big deal. So it's really starting to feel like summer. Not that it's hot, because it isn't. I think we probably haven't hit 70 degrees yet, but it's been in the high 60 a few days, high 60s. Yeah. It's more of a feeling or a state of mind, for me anyway, summertime. I've been doing this job and living in this place for 6 years total. And it's pretty much the same thing every year, with a few variances. But the state of mind thing. So the other day after work, sitting down in the living room talking with the housemates, having a hard cider, and I suddenly realized I had no clean laundry for the next day. So I quick packed my duffel bag with dirty laundry and grabbed my big container of soap and bag of quarters and headed for town. And I sat at the laundromat and watched people coming and going from the grocery store across the street, people walking down the sidewalks, and teenagers walking along in their strange clothing and weird hairstyles, all covered in tattoos and whatnot, doing their thing. Watched the police pulling people over, sat in the warm wind, talked on the phone. These are summertime things. Then I went to the grocery store. Got something to eat. Got material for making sandwiches. Cruised through town a little bit. Starting to get dark out. Had the windows down. Made my way home. It's a 13-mile drive from town to where I live. Beautiful scenery and good roads the whole way. Windows down, warm wind blowing through, having a smoke. And I thought, this is summertime now. This feels like summertime. This is what I do in the summertime. Feels good. And the entire city of Chicago will be here tomorrow. Well, that's not true. That's how it feels though. It's Memorial Day weekend, and everyone that can and wants to comes up north to go camping and fishing, taking pictures and boating and enjoying all the things that we have here, and they bring their money with them, which is a good thing, because I don't think we'd be here if they didn't. But yeah, starting tomorrow, the roads will be congested. We'll go from little sleepy communities with very little traffic to bumper traffic, just fishing boats and campers and little cars and honking horns as far as the eye can see. And they'll be here to camp. And boy, I didn't know if we were going to pull it off this year with all the late snow that we've had and rain, and have to get all the campgrounds cleaned up, all the roads blown off and the sites blown out, and fire rings cleaned out and bathrooms cleaned and things fixed. So it's safe and functional and beautiful for everyone. I didn't think we were going to get it pulled off, but we did. The rest of the crew will finish blowing out the last campground today while I'm up here doing very important fire detection duties. And we'll be ready for them. All those campers when they get here. And most of them will be happy. Most of them will have a good time. They've been waiting for this too. And that's what we're here for. We're here to provide a safe, functional, and beautiful place for them to come and recreate. And bring their money. We need it. So it feels like summer. I've been picking wild greens already for my sandwiches and salads. I'll be planting my garden soon. It won't be too long, the berries will be popping out. I'll be cruising around in my canoe trying to catch fish and looking at things and retrieving fishing lures other people have lost. Swimming and wading in the lakes and rivers around here. Having a great time. Hiking, pulling off ticks, having wildlife sightings, trying to avoid the crowds. Summertime. I think it's going to be a good season. Everything is lining up nicely. We have good people around, and I think there'll be a lot of people up this year. Yeah, it's going to be a good season. Well, that's all for now.